3, 2, 1, go. Hey there, it's Jesse Tampa. Now many of you know me not as well as you may think that you do. But some of you do know that I am entranced many times by thought. I know I'm not a big shot, not a millionaire, not a billionaire, not a fancy fellow. I'm not about fine wine and dining, but what can be said about me is that I have the mind plate of a philosophical thinker. I'm not about like philosophically thinking, or philosophically saying. What it is when you're laying in bed and your television is on, but you're not paying attention, and no, it's not muted, you just drift off into a different mind frame, a different set of thought patterns. Because you don't have to listen to what the TV is saying. You're transcending, you're going beyond or above. The status quo is safe because it's friendly, it's something that you're used to, it's something that you've been forewarned about, cautioned. And in this life there's people that say, live every day as if it's your last, or they say to, whenever you go anywhere, to give it 100% of your effort, give it your all, because they say that life is short. I tend to believe that no matter how long or short your life is, I even know some folks that say that their philosophy is it's not about how many years they live, it's about how they live those years. It's not about the quantity of life, it's about the quality of life. Somebody said, who cares if I live to be over 100 if I don't have any fun in my life? Never do drugs, never drink alcohol, never ingest sugar, caffeine, pills, whatever their issues are in life. My philosophy is no matter how long or how short your life is the, honestly, in itself, life is the longest fucking thing you will ever do in your life. Think about it. What the fuck else is there to do? So you gotta be honest with yourself. Wake up every morning, take a good long hard look in the mirror, say, what am I going to do for me today? Am I going to go out into this world and let people step all over me? Or use me as a stepping stone? Treat me like I'm a rug so they can wipe their dirty, mucky, grimy ass boots all over me? Treat me like shit? Am I going to be a person that people can walk on? Nothing appealing about that. You look in that mirror, am I going to be somebody abusive? Somebody who's got a knack and a talent and a skill for being a jackass or verbally abusive? Deviant? Who feeds off of misery and anguish and negativity and pain and suffering? See, you look in the mirror every morning when you wake up, you see a reflection of yourself. That's what you're going to see. And then you look into your own eyes. You see a lot of things. You see the person that you are. You see the person that you want to be. You'll see the person that you used to be. You'll see mistakes, and you'll see achievements, and you'll see arguments, and you'll see failures, and you'll see happiness and joy and sadness and negativity and positivity, because there's 6 sides on the face of a die. 2 dies per a set of dice. And there's 1 8 ball in every single game of billiards. And there's nothing that can be learned in death that is taught to you in life. So you go out there and live every single moment as if it's going to be your last. If that makes you happy, if that suits you, more power to you. And then on the other side of things, if you want to go out there into the world, all gung-ho about not giving a crap, nonchalant, just mucking about in a meaningless universe where we're all born to die. And they say that the only thing certain in life is death, because in order to be alive you must accept the fact that you're going to die. And it could be a car crash, it could be a slit throat, it could be a bullet to the chest, it could be drowning to death, it could be many, many weird and fucked up ways or things that could happen to you that can take your life away. But there's only one thing that gives life and brings life. All life starts the same fucking way, no matter how you look at it. Every single life begins in the same manner. It's so for human nature, it's so in the animal kingdom, it's even so for viruses and bacteria. Where does life start? Not the same place where it ends. No. Some people say find peace and find comfort and beauty in death. That death is a release and an escape from a life of misery and anguish and suffering and pain. Others fear death because you don't really know what it's like until you try it. And you can only really try death once. It's not like life. There's no forgiveness in death. In life you can make mistakes and you can be forgiven and you can retry and you can make better yourself. In death, what do you have? A fuck ton of regrets that you can do nothing about. How the hell should I know? I'm still obviously clearly still sitting here alive, breathing in air like some kind of fucking moron who thinks he knows all the answers in life. Please don't even watch the video. It's not even a if or a maybe. I know this much about life. How much of it have I lived? But every day that goes by is another day that we have experienced life. And every day that goes by is another day that we have dodged death's doorstep. You can get in a car every single day at the same exact time and go to the same exact place for 50 years straight. And not have it crash, not have it explode, not have it fail on you. And live. In the same sentence, you could wake up one day, get into that car, and the very thing that gets you from point A to point B ends up being your coffin. There's a million things that could go wrong, but we don't think about them. We don't take the time to think, what if my brakes don't work? What if somebody is drunk driving and they hit me head on and my airbag doesn't deploy? What if I forgot to put on my seatbelt? What if this car fucking explodes because I'm being sabotaged by somebody who planted a bomb on it? Why should we take the time to think about death unless it's imminent? And that's why people say that when they're experiencing that's why people say when they're having a near-death experience, or when they're experiencing death, that's why they say that their entire life flashes before their eyes. Because up until then, they've never had a reason. They have never had a reason to have their entire life flash before their eyes. They don't take time out of every single day to appreciate life, to reminisce about the past, to dream about the future, to bask in the glory of the thing known as the present. And I don't know which scares me more. Dying without being prepared to be in a state of death, or crossing over to the other side, never knowing what could have been. Let's face it, most of the people in the world are strangers to you. And honestly, until you meet somebody, they are perfect fucking strangers. Everybody in your entire life, up until the point that you meet them and get to know them, has been a stranger. But you think we're just born and are given a certain amount of friends that we're going to have in a lifetime? Nobody gives you friends. You know how it goes down. You go to school and you meet people and you're forced to be around people, and that's why you meet them. If it wasn't because of that, then would we really take the time to go out of our lives and get to know someone? We're forced to communicate. As much as I hate it, every time that I go to a fucking restaurant, I'm forced to speak to a stranger. Unless somebody's at the table is cool enough to order for me. It's not that I don't have respect for the waitress or the waiter. It's that they don't have respect for me when I'm entitled to my opinion, and my opinion is I don't feel like taking time out of my day to meet this person or know this person. I don't want to hear any jokes that they may have, any funny anecdotes. I don't care if it sounds mean or selfish or cruel. It's who I am. And at one point in life, I had a person in my life who knew me very, very well and always ordered for me. I don't have that person anymore. So yeah, I'm forced to speak to waitresses or waiters. Just like they're forced to take my order, whether they want to or not. If they want to make money, chances are they want to take my order. If they could give a fuck, chances are they're hoping and praying and wishing that I don't give them a reason to be the asshole that they go off on the job that day and end up getting fired. It's strange how things work out. Now you can take time out of your life to sift through my statements, try to negate them with your philosophies, your theories, your thoughts, your opinions, and I will thoroughly not give a shit. Because the fact of the matter is, it's my video, it contains my content, it contains my mind plate, my thought process, my theories, my conventional wisdom. It's my video. It's my freedom of speech. I say what I want, when I want, where I want, to who I want, and how I want. What are you gonna do? Stop me? You gonna super glue my mouth shut? You gonna throw some duct tape on my fucking flaps so that I can't keep moving my gums and jaw jacking about whatever it is I really want to fucking say? As long as there's blood coursing through these veins and air coming into these lungs and electronic activity taking place in the firing nerve stems of my brain, my noggin's gonna go off, and I'm gonna spit words like a fucking supercomputer, devoid of thought or with thought in mind. Doesn't make no difference. And whether it makes you happy or sad, or doesn't evoke any emotional feelings or connotations of any sort within you at all, doesn't really matter. Nothing on this earth You may think that I know what you're thinking, but I don't. And I don't give a crap to find out. So I'm not going to be the guy mucking about in a puddle of water on a rainy day. I'm not going to wear a suit. And I'm not going to cut my hair. And I'm not going to shave my beard. I'm not going to do a lot of things. So here's to life. The longest fucking thing you will ever have to endure on the face of this planet. And I say cheers. Spend it the way you want to, you know. Go to the beach, go to the movies, go to church, go to the nightclub, go to the party. Do whatever it is that makes you alive and keeps you that way. As long as it's within the realms of the law and it's not illegal, it's your life. You do whatever you want. Excuse me. You do whatever you please and want to with the things that are yours. And that includes your life. Whether you're letting other people make choices for you or you're the one making choices for yourself, see, I'm just too lazy to make decisions on a personal note. I could make decisions. What do I look like to you? Some kind of fucking baby? No. I speak for myself when I want to. I get up and walk when I want to. And I have the ability and the competency and the wisdom. Yes, I have the ability to decide. Why is it that I choose to be lazy? Why is it that I choose not to decide or pretend that I'm indecisive? It's because I want to see what the world has in store for me. I don't want the world to see what I have in store for it. Then it can play by my rules. But as far as anybody else knows, we're playing by life's rules. And that's what's getting us by in this world of ours. there really is no message. Don't try to read between the lines. None of any of this should even make sense to you. I'm not trying to use big words. I'm not trying to sound fancy. I'm not trying to make an impression. I'm not trying to convince you of anything. I'm not trying to do a fucking thing. I either am or I'm not. It's either yes or no. It either floats or it doesn't. What goes up must come down. There's lots of ways of proving that. Roller coaster, Ferris wheel, airplane. Sir Isaac fucking Newton. So you can choose to believe in gravity if you want to or not. But the gravity of the situation currently and always will remain. It is what it is. You understand me? It is what it is. But in the same breath and in the same thought and in the same sentence, it also is what it isn't. You follow? If you didn't catch it, you can always rewind. You can always pause. You can always replay. Because that's the liberty that you've got. That's the freedom that you've got. That's the choice that you can make. See, I know exactly what you're thinking. You're thinking, why didn't this windbag shut the fuck up 10 minutes ago? And I'm thinking the same exact fucking thing. Actually, no. Right after making that statement, I was fucking wondering about how many fucking times I've used the word fuck in this fucking video, if you want to call it a fucking video. But at the same time, you know what else I just thought? I'm too fucking lazy to go through the actual footage and count how many times I say fuck. So if anybody out there is bored and actually watches this entire fucking thing, don't do me any favors. Don't count how many times I say the F word. Don't count how many times I say fuck or fucking. Don't count that. Just don't do it. And if you do, keep it to yourself, because I don't fucking care. And on that thought, I'm gonna fucking end the video, because I'm fucking tired of filming. 3, 2, 1, no go. Yes, I knew you were there the entire time. The end.